Welcome back, my sunshiny friends. It is my first unofficial day of summer vacation. School ended yesterday. We are off today, but we're actually working tomorrow. So really Thursday would be my first official day. Technically next week is my first official day because this week I actually am just taking vacation and personal time. But nonetheless, it will be approximately 101 degrees today. So we are going to have an at-home pool day. So first, let's make some coffee. Yes, I am still a perk your coffee every day kind of gal. I also have the Keurig here on this side, but I honestly don't like the taste of the Keurig coffee. And I have the little, that's the one that was in there, but I also have this little guy where I just put my regular coffee in. I just don't like the way the coffee tastes out of here. I do think it tastes different. So my first cup of morning coffee every day, I do like a regular cup of coffee. And then even on vacation, my husband will go down to breakfast and bring me back a cup of coffee that they brew, and I will, I know I'm weird, but I will bring my own coffee cups. Like I will bring an actual coffee cup because I don't like my first morning coffee. I don't like my first morning coffee to be in a paper cup or something. So I bring ceramic, and my first coffee of the morning I have in ceramic coffee, like mug, out on my balcony. And if you were here with me last year, you would have seen that. But I'm gonna close the door so the kids don't wake up. So this is Riley, my son's girlfriend, who works with me. This would be her first official day. Like I said we have to go to work tomorrow. That would be Riley and I. But today will be a pool day. So right now I am going to put the TV on and find a YouTube video to watch. And what I typically like to do in the morning is sit and relax for 20, 30 minutes with my coffee and watch a YouTube video, catch up on all of my friends. So I'm going to do that. I have my coffee, I have a video up, and I think now I'm going to make a list and order groceries because I didn't get groceries this weekend. And yesterday when I was putting dinner together, well, actually when I came home, like we only worked until like 1:30, 2 o'clock. So I was home by 2 and realized I had nothing like for lunch. Dinner, I had like one dinner left. And that was steak tips from my nephew's wedding. They had like so much. So I took them home and I froze them. And that was dinner last night. I had made some fried rice. I had no vegetables. I had nothing else. I have nothing for lunches and I have nothing for dinners. But now my son just woke up, got in the shower. It's auction day for him. Him and my dad own a car lot. It's auction day, and he's going to be hot and cranky, I'm sure, by the time he gets home. But I don't know what anybody's going to want to eat when it's 100 degrees. Do you have any suggestions for like your summer meals? Because even I said mac and cheese yesterday, and he was like, it's too hot for mac and cheese. So if it's too hot for mac and cheese, I feel like it's too hot for anything. But I'm going to go try to stop putting that list together, and I have to stop my list for vacation. So today's just going to be like a clerical home day. Pool, AC, dinner. So exciting. Okay, it's almost 11, so I'm braving it. We're going out. I've got my protein coffee. I have some water. I have my sunblock. I have my towels. I'm gonna go put on some music. I've ordered my groceries, and we're going to have a pool day. Okay, it is sometime later, and I have been outside in the pool, getting a little sun. I just came in to prep dinner. So my grocery order came a couple of hours ago. We went back outside to the pool. Then my dad came by because apparently he was trying to get in touch with all of us. My son is home. He went to the auction this morning with my dad. And then he came home to join us in the pool. And all four of us, both of my boys, Riley and I, were in the pool. And my dad came into the backyard upset because he was trying to reach all of us. Couldn't, got nervous. And anyway, yeah, so dad just left. The kids just went to go feed the horses. And I am going to prepare dinner. So tonight we are having grilled chicken sandwiches and Mexican street corn. My son sent me a recipe the other day. Didn't even know he liked corn. So I just put the oven on. That'll be great times in here in a few minutes. It told me, so I'm gonna do it by the recipe. Normally I wouldn't do corn on the cob this way, but it did tell me to bake it at 350 with the husks on for 30 to 40 minutes. I don't know if that changes the flavor of the corn, so I don't want to steer from the recipe. So I just put those in, and I'm going to start cutting up some chicken for some chicken breasts for the grill. And I think I'm just going to season them with like salt, pepper, paprika, garlic, maybe a little chili powder, because I want it to be kind of the same flavor palette as the corn. Originally, I was going to do like an Italian seasoning, or sometimes I'll do a ranch seasoning, but I want it to complement the street corn. And then I was going to make pasta salad, but I think that will be for tomorrow night. We'll either do skewers, or I bought a bunch of deli meat, and I bought a, it's in the 90s currently. So we're all kind of like, don't really want like hot, heavy food. So sandwiches seems to be like a better option. So pasta salad. Another recipe that my son sent me was a zesty ranch shells with like flank steak. So those are the things that are like, we're playing around with this week a little bit. So right now I am going to just cut some chicken into sandwich size pieces, throw them in here, season them up, and then I might cut up some pieces. That way I have it ready for skewers if that's tomorrow or the next day, because we haven't really gotten that far yet. So let's cut. Okay, I have cut up some pieces of chicken, and I will let this marinate, and this will maybe be tomorrow. If not, maybe it'll just go in the freezer, but at least it will be ready to go. And then for tonight, I just went with simple salt, pepper, garlic. You guys know it's one spice, salt, pepper, garlic. I threw a little bit of ranch in there, and then I did paprika and chili powder with just a smidge of oil and kind of rub that in. So we will let that sit for a couple of hours. That's going to go on the grill. I've got some lettuce, I've got some cheddar, and this will be another night. The corn is corning. That will be done in a few minutes. And then I started, so this was, I don't know if anybody's ever made Mexican street corn before. I have not. Mayonnaise, garlic powder, some chili powder, which the chili powder is supposed to be sprinkled on top, but my son wants it spicy. And then you squeeze lime and like a Mexican cheese. I didn't have Mexican, so I got feta, goes on top of it. So we will see. And he wants me to actually take it off the cob, because my husband loves corn on the cob, but my son and I are not fans of like eating like cavemen. So I will cut it off the cob after I slather it in this. This is a new one for me. Not sure how this is going to come out. I don't know how I feel about mayonnaise on my corn, but we shall see. Apparently he had it at Chili's and he loved it. So he sent me a recipe and asked me to make it. So so now I'm just going to blow up. We wanted something to do in the pool, so I got this little Target like toss game. I'm sure that we're going to lose balls all over the place, but I'm going to blow that up. And I just got another chair. This is like the little floats that we use. And I have my little compressor for anyone who was looking. My last video that I blew something up. This is my Walmart electric air pump. It was like $30. I mean, sorry, this was Amazon. Both, this was Walmart and this was Five Below. But this was Amazon, and it is like the best $30 that I ever spent. I've had it for like at least 5 years. I love this thing. It has an inflate and a deflate, and instant, like it's like a minute and it blows up my stuff. I love it. Okay, here's our little watermelon toss game. One more float. I'm gonna go back outside. Okay, so it's sometime later. The corn was amazing. I will link the recipe that I used down below, and then we just had some grilled chicken that we made into some sandwiches. So really nice, simple, yummy. Okay, so a couple of things. First of all, who knew that baking corn, like corn on the cob, was a thing? Like seriously, let me know if you do this, if you knew that this was like a thing, if you have done this. Because I was very skeptical, I'm not gonna lie. I said to my son, like, I kind of didn't want to do it. He gave me this recipe and I didn't really want to do it. I just wanted to like make the corn the regular way, but I didn't know if it would change like the outcome or the flavor. I don't think it changed the flavor. However, holy easiness, it comes off the husk so easy, and you don't have like all of the strings and everything. That was amazing. I was like, I hate corn on the cob in the summer. Like, so we have a lot of farms here, and corn is like one of our big things in Massachusetts, especially in this particular area. Corn and butternut squash. So we always get like fresh corn from like all the local farmers around here. But I hate husking the corn because it makes such a mess. But baking it reduced like all of that mess. Who knew? That was so much easier. Now I am just out of the shower. My face looks a lot redder than it is. I'm actually really not sunburnt. I just have like, my face is a little red from being outside and from being in the shower. But I just wanted to say thank you to you guys for reminding me the first time that I went out to put sunblock on. And I have been remembering my sunblock since. The kids, however, my son refused, my oldest, he's almost 25. He was like, I'm not gonna burn. And gave me an attitude when I told him he was burning. No, he wasn't. He is now burnt to a crisp. He is in a lot of pain. And it's really hard for mommy to not say, I told you so. And Riley also burnt. She was using tanning oil. Again, very, very hard for me to keep my mouth shut. But I used sunblock. However, I used it Saturday and I brought it out today. I applied it. I put it on the table. So when we came out the second or third time, Riley attempted to use it and it didn't work. What? It just like stopped working. I bought it at Target and I was like, well, leave it because I'm going to return that. And my son, of course, was like, yeah, I know what. Of course I'm going to return it. So I'm curious, are you guys my returners or are you the ones that just like leave it and, you know, it kind of is what it is? Because no, I will return it. That's ridiculous. It's like $13.99 for sunblock. I'm not paying good money for something that is crap in 5 seconds. So I'm curious, are you a returner? Christmas comes and I would buy things for my nieces and like they wouldn't fit or whatever. And I literally would make them try things on like that day. And then I would pick them up over vacation to go return with me if necessary because my sister-in-law doesn't return stuff. I am a returner. My daughter-in-law is a returner. My mom is a returner. But not everybody returns. But I'm sorry. I work hard for my money. I am not going to not be able to use something that I paid for. As it was, I got a grocery order this morning and I got a little like float, like one of those just like chaise lounge ones. I mean, the thing was like this big, but it was good for Riley because she's like nothing. It was $1.97. It's completely flat. We blew it up twice and
I was like, I mean, it was $1.97. So that was Walmart. I might not return. And I did throw the box away. My son already threw it in the dumpster. But I found it very weird. Like it came in like a full box, like $1.97. Isn't the packaging almost like worth more? So I don't know if I'll return that. Like we did get our $1.97 worth out of it today, although she burnt, but that's on her. Yeah, so I apologize for not taking you guys with me to the pool. My phone kept overheating. And I ended up like one of the times in, I brought my phone inside. And then I told you my dad couldn't get in touch with any of us and he came over here and apparently his street has even lost power now. So I guess it was like the feels like was 106 or 108. My husband is in Pennsylvania and when he got in his truck today, it showed 118. It was like in his trunk. It was pretty hot here. So we were able to keep cool. Some of us smarter than others, but you know, you live and you learn. Kids, right? So I am going to relax a little bit, do some laundry, and I think that's it. I know this was a little bit shorter vlog than some of you like, and I do appreciate all of the love and support on the long home vlogs. I will definitely do more of those this summer. I have to go to work tomorrow. Not really looking forward to it. The office has AC, but I'm sure that everybody was off today. It's probably not on by the time like we get it going tomorrow. I don't know, but we need to be in the supply room. We have to take inventory and then go through all of like the teachers' orders, see what all the teachers want, make an order and like place an order with the school specialty like company that we order all the school supplies from. So we're going to be out in the hallways and in the supply room, and it's going to be another like 100-ish degree day. So I'm not really looking forward to that. I kind of wish we would have moved it off till Thursday because it's going to be much cooler on Thursday, but that's it. Then Thursday, my official vacation will begin. So yeah, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today. I really appreciate it. We will definitely hang out again really, really soon. Thank you guys so much for being here. You know how much I love and adore each and every one of you. Remember, my friends, when you can't find the sunshine, you go out and you be the sunshine. Bye.